WON YouTube Networks is now on Facebook. Check it out.
From Rogers Center in Toronto, Ontario, WON Sports presents New York White Sox baseball. Tonight, it's the New York White Sox taking on the Toronto Blue Jays. We are warming up to bring you the Sox and the Blue Jays next on WON Channel 9.
Fry here.
LaRussa here. Are you ready for this year's Busch Crosstown Classic?
No, I'm just admiring this year's Busch Crosstown Classic display.
I see it too, Skipper.
Real handsome. Oh, thanks, Tony.
I meant the display, Skip. What do you think of the mug?
Oh, you mean the free Busch Crosstown mug fans get when they buy a case of Busch beer?
Yeah, Jim. You look real good next to it.
Tony, you never look better yourself.
Mike Lupica and Howard Cosell for the Daily News.
What's on your mind these days, Howard?
Weighty things, Mike. Changing political currents, summit diplomacy.
But most often, Howard.
Baseball, Michael. The World Series looms. That means more fans turning to the Daily News.
For great coverage and pretty good columns.
You're too modest. There are great sports columns in the Daily News, only one of which is yours.
The Daily New York hometown paper.
Welcome back to Toronto, Canada. Yours truly, Jonathan Rios, giving you the play-by-play of today's contest. Marcus Stroman will be on the mound for the Toronto Blue Jays. He's been in one start, got a no decision, his ERA at 2.57 to kick off the 2018 campaign. Robin Yount will lead off for the New York White Sox, the new look New York White Sox. We'll give you the lineup between the Sox and the Blue Jays in just a matter of moments. First pitch is swung on a miss, and we are underway in our first WON Sports Baseball Gamecast of 2018, powered by MLB 18 The Show via PlayStation 4. The pitch by Marcus, ripped to right field. That's well hit, but the right fielder is right there for out number one.
Batting second here tonight.
So Yount is retired on the fly ball.
Roberto Alomar.
Roberto Alomar will be the batter, but let's take a look at the lineup. We got Yount, Alomar, Boggs, Bell, Thomas Piazza, Jackson, Green, and Rice. Roberto Alomar, the second baseman, switch hitter, batting left-handed, an average of 176 so far in the young campaign. No home runs and one run driven in. Just underway in Game 2 of this three-game series between the Sox and the Jays, as a fly ball hit high in the air to dead center field. On the warning track is the center fielder. We'll take a look at the defense for the Toronto Blue Jays in just a matter of moments, whenever we can. As Wade Boggs is the batter, hitting at .522 with no home runs and one run batted in. Stroman is set at the belt with the stretch and the pitch on the way to Boggs. In the air, into the gap in deep left center. That's going to be extra bases hitting off the digital scoreboard. On his way to second is Wade Boggs. He's in there with a two-out double. Well, that didn't take long. And just like that, with two outs, the Sox have a man in scoring position. Well, he hesitated going to second base. He's not a good runner. The batter now will be Albert Bell. In the cleanup spot here tonight. RBI chance here for Albert. First pitch by Stroman is in the corner for a strike one call. Two outs, one on. Game 2 of this three-game series. It's in the Sox and Toronto. Sox won in extra innings. big time. Boggs with a short lead at second base. The 0-1 to Bell. A little chopper towards the mound. Stroman's got it. Throws the first side, retired. One hit, a man is stranded. Half inning complete. The Sox, nothing, and the Blue Jays coming to bat. Jack McDowell, a longtime White Sox, will be making his return to the boys that wear red, white, and blue, and sometimes black, as that will be the case on the road this year. The Sox will be wearing their black road jerseys. There you saw his career stats. He's on the mound for the first time this year, and Kevin Pillar will be the leadoff batter. We'll take a look at the Toronto Blue Jays lineup in just a matter of moments, and we'll take a look at the defense for both clubs later on in the broadcast. There's a foul ball, strike one. There's Roberto Alomar taking something off the field that didn't belong. The 0-1 on the way. There's a strike right down the pipe, and it's 0-2. 0-2 is the count on Kevin Pillar. The stretch by McDowell and the 0-2 delivery fouled away, and we'll do it again. Again, the stretch and the 0-2 delivery. He struck him out swinging. First K of the day for Jack McDowell. And there's one down here in the bottom of the first inning. The Blue Jays lineup looks like this. You got Pillar, Travis, Donaldson, Smoke, Solarte, Pierce, Tulowitzki, Hernandez, and Mele. Of course, the loss of Edwin Encarnacion and Jose Bautista loom large, but the Toronto Blue Jays decided to move on from both of those big batters. Devin Travis is now the batter. Right-handed batter for Toronto. One out, nobody on in a scoreless contest. Strike taken down the pipe, 0-1. Jack McDowell, one of the big pieces of the 1993 Chicago White Sox division winning club, took on these same Toronto Blue Jays back in the playoffs. Kelly Jansen will be calling the balls and strikes at home plate. There you see the rest of the Empire crew. 0-2 on Travis, and the pitch by McDowell. Strike three right down the pipe. 2 Ks in a row delivered by Jack McDowell, and there's quickly 2 down.
Third baseman, John Donaldson.
Take care of it later. I'm on the air. All right. The batter now is Josh Donaldson. The 2-out delivery. Swung on and popped up in the infield. Piazza's right there, and he'll make the catch, side retired. No hits, no runs. We have played one full inning here in Canada. The scores, the Sox nothing, and the Blue Jays come nothing as well.
Leading off for the White Sox, first baseman number 35, Frank Thomas.
Here comes the big hurt. Frank Thomas, who makes his MLB The Show debut. I know many players who play this game are very happy to have this legendary Hall of Famer in the game as he rips one into the gap in right center. That's going to be extra bases possibly. Thomas, a slow runner for a big guy, on his way to second. He is safe. Safe at second base. That's his first double of the year, and Thomas has the Sox with a man in scoring position here in the second to begin the inning. A good start to the second inning for the White Sox, and he just got in there. Woo. Talk about a close call. So here's Mike Piazza, another new addition to the MLB Legends roster of the show. And he hits one high and deep to right field. Back is the outfielders looking up. So long, farewell. Mike Piazza, 2-run homer. And the Sox take a 2-0 lead. And fans, you know what happens every time a Sox hits a home run. Hey, Mike Piazza, this bud's for you. Mike delivers a Piazza delivery. Getting a grand have reception from Reggie Jackson and Frank Thomas. That ball was hit hard. A Piazza smash for the Hall of Famer. And it's 2-0 New York. Good start. Here's Reggie Jackson, the hottest hitter in the American League and in this club.
Reggie Jackson.
He hit 3 home runs last night. His average is now at .667. It was a bit of a surprise to see him down in the order tonight. See if that'll affect him mentally at the plate. He's the DH, and he hits another drive high in the air to left field. The center fielder is there, and he'll make the catch for the first out of the inning. A good crowd on hand here, an opening week here in Toronto. And let's take a look at the defense for the Blue Jays. Hernandez, Pilar, Pierce the outfield. Tulowitzki, Travis, Smoke, and Donaldson are the infield. And Melee is catching the balls and strikes. And on the mound is the 2017 Gold Glove winner, Marcus Stroman. Well, here's another legend added to the club. Sean Green, known here with the Blue Jays and the Dodgers and the Mets. He's part of the Legends roster as well, and the White Sox decided to pick him up. He lines it foul into the stands. Strike one. The 0-1 delivery. High fastball, he pops it up. Deep down the left side. There was a lot of room there in left field, and the left fielder, Pierce, makes the catch for out number 2, and now here's Jim Rice, another legendary player added to the show's legend roster. He's hitting at .357 with a couple of home runs and a couple of runs batted in, as you saw on your screen. The 2-out delivery, a ground ball to third. Picked up. Easy turn, easy outside retire, but not before Mike Piazza takes the Blue Jays deep with a 2-run shot. Middle of the second, Sox 2, Jays nothing.
Leading off for Toronto,
Justin Smoke is the batter now for Toronto. Left-handed batter. As the Toronto Blue Jays find themselves down 2-0 here in the start of this inning. Ground ball. The ship was on. Boggs takes his time. Smoke does not run very well. He's out at first. There's your first out of the second inning. Good play by Boggs there. So here's Solarte as we take a look at the Sox defense. In the outfield, we got Rice, Green, and Bell. The infield is Youd, Boggs, Alomar, and Thomas. And catching the balls and strikes is Mike Piazza, and on the mound, who has retired 4 in a row so far, is Jack McDowell. Here's Solarte hitting at .263 with 1 home run and 2 runs batted in. McDowell set at the stretch here, and a 1-out delivery. A fly ball into left field. That's carrying away from the outfield, and that's Bell who makes the running catch. Two retired, and now here's Steve Pierce hitting at .250 with no home runs and no runs batted in. He's the right-handed batter for Toronto. Down low, ball 1. The pitch on the way. 0-2 now, make it 2-0 actually. 2 balls and no strikes. McDowell falling behind for the first time here tonight. McDowell set again. The 2-0. He's gone with that splitter 3 times and has missed 3 times. 3-0. And the dangerous Troy Tulowitzki is on deck. The 3-0. There's a strike right down the pipe. 3-1. 2 outs, nobody on. 2-0. Sox lead. McDowell set again with the stretch and the pitch. A little nubbler back to Piazza. Easy play. 2 down. The inning's over. Again, no hits, no runs. We have played 2 full innings here in Canada. Sox 2, Toronto nothing. Robin Yao will be the batter. He's 0 for 1 here tonight. Lined out back in the first.
Shortstop, Robin Young.
Playing shortstop here today. Had the day off yesterday. Omar Pascal played in place of Robin. Stroman back to work, and there's a base hit in the right center. That's going to be possibly extra bases for Yao. It will be. He'll quickly move into second base. He's got himself a leadoff double to begin the third inning. An instant replay of the last time.
Now batting, second baseman, Roberto Alomar.
That is good piece of hitting by Robin. And Roberto Alomar will now be the batter. Roberto batting on the left side here today. Man's at second base, nobody out. He lines one to left field. That's going to fall in for a base hit. In the score is Yao. Alomar on his way to second. The throw comes in there. He's safe. An RBI double for Roberto Alomar, and the White Sox now extend their lead to 3-0. Good piece of hitting. We haven't seen this early in the season at all by the White Sox. It seems like yesterday's fortune of extra inning win may have changed their fortune. We shall see. Here's Wade Boggs with a double back in the first inning. Blue Jay crowd trying to cheer Stroman on to try to get an out here. Man's at second base. A run is in. Nobody out here in the third. Alomar to short, lead at second base. Into center field. That's carrying a long way. The center fielder will make the catch. The runner will stay right where he is. There's your first out of the inning.
The left fielder, number 8, Albert.
Now bring up Albert Bell, playing in the place of Dave Winfield, who gets the night off. Blue Jay crowd trying to cheer Stroman on to try to get an out here. Man's at second base. A run is in. Nobody out here in the third. Alomar to short, lead at second base. Into center field. That's carrying a long way. The center fielder will make the catch. The runner will stay right where he is. There's your first out of the inning.
The left fielder, number 8, Albert.
Now bring up Albert Bell, playing in the place of Dave Winfield, who gets the night off. Albert 0 for 1, rounded out back in the first inning. Chopper to the second base, a nice slide there to get the out. The runner moves to third base.
Now batting.
That's worth looking at again. Good play by Devin Travis to stop that ball. So the batter now is Frank Thomas. Had a double his last time. Oh, man's at third base with 2 outs. Swung on a miss, strike 1. Thomas so far in the season, 167, 1 home run, 2 RBIs. Had a doubles last time up, trying to improve on what has been a slow start to the 2018 campaign in his first year in MLB The Show. A pop-up down the right side, first base side, and out of the reach of the first baseman Smoke. So it's 0-2 and 2 outs, and a man at 90 feet away. The pitch by Stroman in the right field, and that's going to bring in the 4th run of the game. Thomas on his way to second, and for the second time in this game, he's got himself a double. This time an RBI double, and it's 4-0, White Sox lead.
Mike Piazza.
And I'll bring up Mike Piazza. So the hit parade is on. I know many Sox fans have waited for this offense to wake up in the 2018 campaign. Maybe tonight is the night. Piazza had a 2-run homers last time up to right field, and now he hits another gapper into left center, but it'll be caught by the center fielder, side retired. Sox get 2 more runs on the board on a couple of base hits here and there. Middle of the third inning is the Sox 4 and the Blue Jays nothing. Be sure to join us tomorrow afternoon at noon for Expos Baseball. The Expos take on the Atlanta Braves. in the final game of a 3-game series. The Metropolis Expos are on WON Sports tomorrow afternoon at noon, right here on WON Channel 9. A majority of the Expo games, though, will be seen on our sister channel, the Plus or the U. But some selected games will be on Channel 9. So we're happy to add another team to our Legends baseball coverage. As you know, the Expos are now the Nationals. It'll be the same Nationals club, except they'll be wearing Expos uniforms. So we will not be calling them the Washington Nationals. We'll be calling them the Metropolis Expos. In the right center, it is over the head of the center fielder. Jim Rice could not get to that ball, so cancel the post-game show. It's a triple, and the Toronto Blue Jays have a man at third base. Troy Tulowitzki with a drive into right. Now bring up Hernandez, hitting at 0-67. Trying to bring in the first run of the game for the Blue Jays. First hit off McDowell here today. Blue Jays trying to cash in. They will, base hit in the right. Troy will easily score. It's 4-1 Sox lead.
Batting ninth, catcher, Lou Maley.
And I'll bring up Maley. I've been saying some other last name, but Maley will now come to bat for Toronto. Man's at first. Nobody out. A run is in. Takes a strike, 0-1.
0-1.
Well, Jack McDowell in a little bit of a problem here in the third inning. A triple and now an RBI single. Ground ball to third. This could be two. There's one. Back to first. Double play. Rack 'em up. 2 outs. Nicely turned by Boggs.
Right fielder.
To Yout.
Pilar.
Actually, no. From Boggs to Alomar and to Thomas. Here is Kevin Pilar. Two out, to run is in, base is empty. There's a strike, 0-1 is the count. The dismay of the Blue Jays dugout. The 0-1 on the way, down low, missed the corner, 1-1. McDowell set again. The pitch on the way. Popped them up first base side. Who's going to get it? It's near the stands, and it'll end up in the stands. 1-2. 1-2 delivery. Ground ball to second. Alomar, the Thomas side retired. The Blue Jays get their first run of the ball game. And at the end of 3 here in Toronto is the Sox 4 and the Blue Jays 1. Well, Reggie Jackson flew out back in the second inning. He'll lead off here in the top of the 4th inning. Sox 4 and Toronto 1. Pitch. Ground ball to short. 1 out. Our next Sox Gamecast will be a Baseball Night in America broadcast. The Sox open up against the Detroit Tigers from Old Yankee Stadium. It's a Baseball Night in America debut broadcast on WON Sports. The Sox taking on the Tigers Thursday afternoon at 3 right here on WON Channel 9. Swing and a miss, strike 1. That'll be our next Sox Gamecast. It'll be a Baseball Night in America Gamecast, powered by MLB The Show and MLB Network. The 0-1 to Sean Green. He's now behind 0-2. Stroman ahead again. 0-2. Chopper foul. We'll do it again. Oh, 2 pitch. Another foul ball. The battle between Stroman and Green here. The 0-2 pitch. Ground ball to Smoke. 2 out.
Center fielder number 14, Jim.
Now I'll bring up Jim Rice, who grounded out back in the 2nd inning. Two-out pitch by Stroman to Rice. On the ground, base hit in the center field. So Rice is on with a 2-out hit.
Up next for Chicago, shortstop, Robin.
And Robin Yao will now come into the plate to bat. Two outs, man's at first. Stroman keeping an eye. The pitch. A little chopper right back to Marcus, who boots the ball, and everybody will be safe. So Rice moves into second, while Yount moves into first. We'll see if that'll either be a base hit or an error. We shall find out momentarily. Roberto Alomar is the batter. He's 1 for 2. A double, RBI, and a run. They're going to mark that as a base hit, apparently. No ruling on the error. There's no error, apparently, so it's a base hit. 2 outs, 2 on. The pitch. He hits it high in the air to left field. Carrying a long way. The outfielder going back, looking up. So long, farewell! A 3-run homer for Roberto Alomar, his first of the year. And the Sox extend their lead to 7-1. So the booted ball by Stroman, which should have been an error but marked down a hit, comes to bite the Toronto Blue Jays. And fans, you know what happens every time a Sox hits a home run. Hey, Roberto Alomar, this bud's for you. An opposite field jolt for the Hall of Famer, second baseman. And the former Blue Jay, I should say. So how long is Stroman going to stay in this game? That's yet to be determined. The batter now is Wade Boggs. He hits it high and deep to center, forget it. That ball is long gone, so long, farewell. Into right field. Back to back go the Sox. Wade Boggs goes deep, and it's 8-1 White Sox. And fans, you know what happens every time a Sox hits a home run. Hey, Wade Boggs, this bud's for you. That is a total of 3 home runs hit in this game. One by Piazza, a 2-run shot. Then a 3-run shot by Roberto Alomar. And just now a solo shot by Wade Boggs. And that is going to do it for Marcus Stroman, who's getting boos all over the stadium. This call to the bullpen is brought to you by New Jersey Bell. We'll be back.
Don't you hate it when you go to answer the phone and you've just missed the call? All you get is that eeet. Well, with return call, if you don't make it to the phone on time, it's okay.
Hello?
It remembers the last number that called you and automatically calls it back. But now let's say the phone rings and you don't want to be interrupted. Well, what if it's an important call? With caller ID, you can silently screen your calls.
Barbara, you okay?
Honey, it's time.
I'll never get home in time. Start breathing. I'll call Kate.
Call waiting lets important calls get through. It's the most popular Bell Atlantic IQ service. Call now for call waiting.
Mike.
Barbara just went into labor.
Okay, I'll pick her up and meet you at the hospital. Let me get back to you, Mary.
Be there for the people who count on you. Call now for call waiting, caller ID, and return call. There's no service connection charge.
Kate, yeah, we did just try to call.
Call 1-800-272-1006 now for IQ services, and the service connection is free.
Back in Toronto.
Blue Jays, number 31, Joe Biagini.
Joe Biagini will be the pitcher coming out of the bullpen for Toronto here in Canada. He's been in 2 games. His ERA is solid, 0.00. And he'll be facing Mr. Albert Bell.
Now batting.
2 home runs hit in this inning alone.
Bell.
And Albert hits another drive into deep right center field. Back is the outfielder at the wall, leaping, and he's gone. So long, farewell. The Sox have hit 3 home runs in a row. Another solo home run, this time by Albert Bell. And now it's 9-1 Sox. And fans, you know what happens every time a Sox gets a home run. Hey, Albert Bell, this bud's for you. Third home run hit in this inning alone. A total of 4 in this game. Even with a new pitcher, same result. So now here's Frank Thomas.
First baseman number 35.
2 outs, a ton of runs in, bases empty. The pitch on the way. He did not go around, but they say he did. Strike 1. Thomas, the perfect 2 for 2 here tonight. The 0-1 underway. Outside, ball is now 1-1. As you see the split screen. One of the new additions of our Gamecast here this year. 1-1 is the count. And the pitch on the way, missed down low. The ball now is counted at 2-1. Nine to 1 Sox. The home runs hit by Piazza, Alomar, Boggs, and a moment ago, Bell. Joe is set with the stretch. And the 2-1. Swung on a miss, 2-2. That was ball 3. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bases empty. 9-1 Sox lead. Joe is set. The 2-2. Swung on, belted to right, but it's going to fall in for a base hit. For a moment, I thought the right fielder was going to come to catch that ball. Instead, the ball died out there and fell in for a base hit.
Up next for
So
Chicago.
Thomas is now a perfect 3 for 3.
Mike Piazza.
Having on Mike Piazza. Piazza hit a 2-run homer the opposite way earlier here today. Danny Barnes is warming in the Toronto bullpen, and not a moment too soon. Outside, 1-0. With that 2-run home run, Piazza boosts his average now to an even, almost even 500. 1-0 is the count. And the pitch coming into right center again. The center fielder is there, though. He'll put it away for out number 3. But the Sox tee off and have hit 3 home runs. And tally with a ton of runs. In the middle of the 4th in Toronto, it's the Sox 9. And the Blue Jays 1. Devin Travis, the batter, 0 for 1, struck out back in the first inning.
Second baseman.
McDowell with a huge 8-run lead. But the Toronto offense is nothing to sneeze about. They may have lost their 2 big bats, but they could still hammer the baseball, as was shown yesterday and the day before. Into left, but foul, strike 2. The 0-2, into deep left field. Kiss it goodbye, second decker, so long, farewell. The Blue Jays get a run back. Devin Travis, a solo home run. It's now 9-2 White Sox. No doubt about that one. And the Sox lead is now cut down to 7. Take a look at this home run, a no-doubter into the deck. The first deck, not the second deck. Many decks here in Toronto, formerly known as the Sky Dome, are now called the Rogers Center.
Number 20.
Josh Donaldson takes a strike on the inside corner. Donaldson popped out back in the first inning. That was his first time up. The 0-1 on the way to Donaldson. Swung on and missed, strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
That pitch is lined to center field, and nobody's getting there. The shift was on. That's going to be extra bases for Donaldson. He'll scoot in easily to second base. And now scooting to third. Here comes the throw. He's dead by a mile. 1 down.
Now batting.
Donaldson got way too greedy And a good caught-off throw and a good throw by Boggs to McDowell, who had the smarts to go to third just in case. So one down for Justin Smoke, who fouls it back, strike one. Small go for one, grounded out back in the second inning. Base is empty, a run is in on the Travis home run. Fouled away, 0-2. Into center field. Rice makes the catch. 2 outs.
The batter.
The batter now is Solarte, 0 for 1 hitters today.
Solarte.
He's a designated hitter. 2 outs under McDowell's belt after that home run has popped up into shallow right field. The right fielder is there. That's Sean Green with the put away side retired. But Toronto gets a run. A home run off the bat of Travis. At the end of 4 is the Sox 9 and the Jays 2. Well, Reggie Jackson, the batter, 0 for 2 here today. Flew out back in the 4th inning.
Reggie Jackson.
Reggie, of course, coming off the heels last night of a 3 home run night. Takes it inside, 1-0.
Counts 1-0.
We are in the 5th inning, if you just joined us, on the live stream or pre-recorded. It's 9-2 Sox lead. As Jackson now behind, evens the count at 1-1. The 1-1 delivery, fouled away 1-2. 1-2 is the count on Jackson. The pitch coming, swung on a miss, he struck him out, the ball gets away, and he'll be out at first.
He's out.
The right fielder, number 15, Sean Green.
There's Stroman, who just did not have a good outing here tonight, as Sean Green comes to the plate. Here you look at his totals. 10 hits, a ton of runs, only 30 pitches. That's not going to get it done. Green 0 for 2. This is the 3rd at-bat of the night tonight. Joe with the pitch on the ground, base hit in the left. And that's going to be possibly extra bases for Sean Green. The ship was on and it bit Toronto in the behind. It's a 1-out double for Sean Green.
Center fielder, number 14.
And I'll bring up Jim Rice.
Right.
That is a good piece of hitting by Sean. There was nobody covering the left side because they thought Sean was going to pull it to right. He didn't. He hit it the other way. Rice fouls it back, strike one. Rice would have hit earlier today back in the 4th inning. We're in the 5th. Man's at second base, 9-2 Sox lead. It'll be an 0-1 to Rice. And the pitch coming, and the ball hit high to deep right field. That ball is carrying a long way. It's caught. The third base runner will go to third base, and they say he went too early and he's out. Side retired. Wow. Halfway through, Sox 9, Toronto 2. We're now going to pause for station identification.
Welcome, everybody, to the light beer battle of the big guys. And there they are, 2 teams locked in mortal combat to decide the eternal argument over light beer from Miller. On one side, the big guys who think the best thing about light is it tastes great.
Yeah, it tastes great. Tastes great.
On the other side, the big guys who think the best thing about light is it has a third less calories than their regular beer. It's less filling.
Less filling.
I feel strongly both ways.
I tell you, this is really no respect. Blue is the violet and red is the rose. You don't pull them or break your nose.
The tension here is almost unbearable.
Oh, you got it.
They can't go on much longer. Something big has got to happen soon. Holy cow, look at that.
Hi, Mickey.
Hi, dolls.
Light beer from Miller. Everything you always wanted in a beer, and less.
I still don't know why they asked me to do this commercial.
Carlton Fisk calls all my pitches. Even this one for these washable, durable White Sox placemats from your hometown Pizza Hut restaurants. Oh, yeah. Just order any Pizza Hut pizza and get a set of 2 White Sox placemats for just 89 cents. There are 4 White Sox placemats in all, and they're available only at your hometown Pizza Hut restaurants. Hey, what's that? Fork ball. Fork ball? I don't even have a fork ball. Where'd you learn to catch?
Steve Pierce, the batter, 0 for 1, grounded out back in the second inning.
Left fielder, Steve.
That's a bad base running mistake by the second base runner. There's a ground ball to second. Alomar to Thomas. 1 down to begin the 5th inning.
Now batting.
A reminder, join us
Number 2.
for Expos Baseball. The Expos take on the Braves in the final game of the 3-game series in an afternoon matchup. It's the Braves and the Expos on WON Sports tomorrow at 12:35. If you're watching us on the live stream, it's coming up after this game. Strike taken, 0-1. There's a ground ball to short. Booted. And they get their man anyway. Good play by Yout there. 2 down.
Now batting. Center fielder, Hernandez.
Here's Hernandez, 1 for 1 with a single back in the 3rd inning. McDowell set here, trying to have a clean inning for the first time in a while, and he will get that. Into center field, Jim Rice is there. Under this one, to put it away, side retired. McDowell, so far so good in the last 5 innings. At the end of 5, it's the Sox 9 and Toronto 2. Robert Yout, the shortstop, who's had a pretty good day today. 2 for 3. He'll step in to lead off here in the 6th inning with his club up by 7. Takes it. Oh, boy. There's a strike, apparently. 0-1 is the count. Reminder, our next Sox Gamecast will be a Baseball Night in America MLB Network broadcast on WON Channel 9. Sox take on the Detroit Tigers in opening day at the old Yankee Stadium. There's a drive high and deep to center field. Back is the center fielder at the wall, and he makes the catch on a warning track. And now bring up Roberto Alomar, who homered a big home run earlier today, which blew the windows wide open. Base hit in the right field. Roberto's on again. And I'll bring up the meat of this order.
Now batting, 3rd baseman,
Wade Boggs, who homered into the 2nd deck his last time up, will now come up. Hammers one, but foul. Boggs tonight 2 for 3 with a home run, a double, and an RBI. Slowly walking to home plate. The 0-1. Swung on a miss, 0-2. Nothing at 2 is the count. And the pitch. A little looper in the center, but right to the pitcher. Not a good swing in that bat by Boggs. He's out, 2 outs. Man's at first base. Has to be disappointed with that at bat. And now it's Albert Bell, who's 1 for 3. Hit a solo shot back in the 5th inning. That was his last time up. Man's at first, 2 outs, 9-2 Sox lead. Joe on the mound, all set to go. The pitch on the way. Swung on, belted the other way to right field. Carrying a long way toward the corner. It's gone! So long, farewell. He's done it again. Albert rings the bell with a 2-run homer, and now it is now an 11-2 ball game. Wow!
The batter, first baseman, Frank Thomas.
And I'll bring up Frank Thomas. That's in the air to left center. But the center fielder will make the catch. Side retired. The Sox get 2 more on the board thanks to Albert Bell's offensive field shot. Middle of the 6th, 11-2, Sox lead.
Leading off for
Luke
Toronto,
Milani will come in. He's 0 for 1 here today. Luke Maley, there you go. I keep making a mistake with that name. Bottom of the 6th, it starts off with a blast to left field. Forget about that one. So long, farewell. It's 11-3 Sox. Off the facing of the first deck and left. Solo shot, that is the second home run hit by Toronto tonight. And now it's 11-3, Sox lead. No doubt about that one. Another mistake pitch delivered by Jack McDowell. Let's take a look at this on replay. He knew it was gone, and so did everybody else. That was a crush job. So a home run makes it 11-3.
Now batting, right fielder.
And Kevin Pillar hits it the other way to right field. And Sean Green makes the catch for out number 1.
Now batting, second baseman, Devin Travis.
Bring up Devin Travis, 1 for 2 with a solo home run back in the 4th inning. Ground ball to second. And Lamar's got it. 2 down.
Third baseman, number 20.
Oh, that'll bring up Josh Donaldson, 1 for 2 tonight with a double back in the 4th inning. McDowell set to go. The 2-out delivery after the home run earlier. There's the strike. 0-1. To the dismay of Donaldson. The 0-1 delivery, that's pulled on the ground. They call it foul. Strike 2. There's a strike 3 call. That's the first K in a long while for McDowell here in this game. The Blue Jays do get 1 run on a home run, and at the end of 6, it's the Sox 11 and the Blue Jays 3. Back in Toronto, 15-0 for the Sox, 3-5-0 for Toronto. As we start the 7th inning of action. And Mike Piazza, who started the scoring earlier with a 2-run homer earlier today, will lead off the 7th inning. First pitch of the 7th inning underway, and there's a chopper to short. Easy play, 1 down.
The batter, number 9. Designated hitter.
Well, the batter now will be Reggie Jackson, who's had a tough night. 0 for 3. Struck out back in the 5th inning. One-out delivery hit well to left field. The other way, carrying a long way toward the wall. He's done it again. So long, farewell. Home run number 7 of the season. And his 4th in his series overall, and the Sox had another one on the board. It's 12-3 Sox. And fans, you know what happens every time a Sox hits home run. Hey, Reggie Jackson is but for you. He breaks through his 0 for 4 night. It's a home run to get off the schneid. Here's Sean Green.
Now batting, right fielder, Sean Green.
1 out and a run is in, nobody out. There's a ground ball. Nobody on base, I should say. There's a ground ball, and they get the out at first for the 2nd out of the 7th inning. Here's Jim Rice. A runner's in, bases empty, 2 outs. There's another fly ball the other way, deep to right field. That ball is carrying a long way. It's off the top of the wall. And Rice got himself a 2-out double. He missed a home run by a foot or 2.
Now batting, shortstop, Robin Yount.
And now bring up Robin Yount. Look at this compact swing by Rice here. That is good piece hitting. There's Robin. Hit hard to center. Center fielder's there. Side retired. Couple of hits. 1 home run. And it's time to stretch in Canada. The Sox lead it 12-3 against the Blue Jays. Justice Smoke, the batter, 0 for 2 here tonight. Flew out back in the 4th inning. It is the Sox 12 and the Blue Jays 3. Yours truly, Jonathan Rios, glad you joined us for our first Sox Gamecast here on WON Sports, powered by MLB The Show 18. There's a pop-up in the infield to shallow center. Roberto Alomar under this one will make the catch for the first out of the 7th.
Now batting, designated hitter, John Herbert Solarte.
Solarte now the batter. He's 0 for 2, flew out twice. Here's a drive deep to right field. There she goes. So long farewell off the facing of the first deck again. Solarte now makes it 12-4 in favor of the Sox. And how long do McDowell stay in this game? Not sure at the moment. Another no-doubter hit by Toronto. They're now down 12-4. Getting a glad hand reception from the guy who appears to go to bat now. Let's take a look at this home run. No doubt about that one. So the batter now is Steve Pearce.
Now batting, left fielder, Steve.
Strike taken 0-1. Pierce 0 for 2. He grounded out earlier here today, twice. Line over the shortstop head into the gap for left center field. That's going to be extra bases. A double for Steve Pearce. Second one of the year as well as we take a look at this on replay. That's a solid hit by Pearce there. And it's Troy Tulowitzki. McDowell trying to get the last 2 outs of the 7th. Or what could be his final inning. He does have a low pitch count though, so. But again, if he gives up more runs, he could be out this game. Popped him up, first base side. Just what the doctor ordered. Frank Thomas under it makes the catch for the second out of the 7th.
Now batting, center fielder.
Here's Hernandez. 1 for 2 single back in the 3rd inning. He hits this one a long way to deep right field. Carrying toward the wall and a good catch by Sean Green to end the inning. Side retired, but the Blue Jays get another run. End of 7, Sox 12, Blue Jays 4. We're now going to pause for station identification.
Surprise present for you. Do you like what you see? Well, good. So I was just getting a little tired, so I'm going to take a little break, okay? Oh. Babe, can you help me? I have a cramp. Babe, can you please come help me? I've got a cramp in my leg. Babe, this isn't part of the performance. Can you please come help me? Chris, come help me. I have a cramp in my leg.
Back at Toronto's Rogers Center in Toronto, Canada. Yours truly, John Rios. Sox Baseball 18 underway. 8th inning of our first Gamecast of the year. And the first pitch is hit deep to left center field. Carrying a long way. The outfielder's going back. It is over everybody's head and over the wall for a ground rule double.
Now batting.
Another extra base hit for Roberto Alomar. And the meat of this order's coming up. Here's Wade Boggs. Man's at second, nobody out. Fouled away, strike one. Boggs today 2 for 4 with a home run and a double. The 0-1. 0-2 now on Boggs. The infield is in, the outfield's normal. Man's at second, nobody out. The pitch coming. Another chopper foul. The 0-2 to Boggs. Struck him out swinging. There's your first out of the 8th inning.
Now batting, left fielder, Albert Bell.
I'll bring up Albert Bell, who homered earlier today. And here's the home run he hit. This was his second home run of the day, an opposite field joke. Just out the reach of the right fielder. And over the fence. He wouldn't be thinking about hitting his 3rd home run tonight, would he? 0-1. The 0-1 to Bell. Into right field again. Carrying a long way toward the wall, and it's off the wall. And another run to the board. It's an RBI double for Albert Bell, and it's back to a large lead. It's 13-4.
First baseman number 35.
What a night for Albert Bell, playing in for Dave Winfield, who's getting a night off, and he delivers a base hit off the wall. Oh, now here's Frank Thomas. That ball lined to left center field, carrying a long way, and it's right to the center fielder, and they're going to get a double play out of this. Albert thought the ball was not going to be caught. He goes to third and is caught. Side retired. Middle of the 8th, Sox 13, Jays 4. Luke Manley will warm up, was now at the plate. We'll tell you who's in the bullpen in a moment after this fly ball. Into right field, Green is there, and there's one out. Lee Smith and Rich Goose Gossage are warming in the bullpen for the Sox, so this could very well be McDowell's final inning if he continues to surrender more runs. He surrendered only 4, 3 of them on home runs, all solo shots. Strike taken 0-1. Oh, 0-2 now. And There's a strike 3 called down the pipe. Add another K to McDowell's resume tonight. They're 2 outs here in the 8th inning.
Batting, second baseman.
Now bring up Devin Travis with a home run early in the 4th inning. McDowell set with the stretch, and the 2-out delivery to Davis is fouled away, strike 1. On the ground to the second baseman, that's Alomar. Side retiring, boy! That ball could have gotten away from Thomas, but Thomas was able to come up with it and not so beautiful. Mike Piazza, the batter. As we start the top of the 9th inning. That's hammered the other way to right field, but caught by the right fielder for out number 1.
The batter, number 9, designated hitter, Reggie Jackson.
Reggie Jackson, the batter now. To take a look at that base. Well, not a base hit and out. That was a solid hit, though, by Piazza. Got to give him credit where credit is due. The batter now is Reggie Jackson, who homered his last time up to left field. Up the middle, base hit. That ball almost took the leg out of the pitcher's body there. That was a hot shot.
Now batting, right fielder, Sean Green.
We have Sean Green. Man's at first, the infield is in, the outfield is normal. That's hammered on the ground, base hit in the right field. First and second occupy 1 out, and the Bluebirds are starting to come out here in Canada right now. The Blue Jays have only made 1 pitching change in this game, and that pitcher is still in the game. Jim Rice now the batter. Single, double, and a run. He's a home run and a triple away from the cycle, which I don't know if he'll get tonight, despite, we'll see. In this inning, if the Sox make it a big inning, you never know. They've been prone to do that for many years. 1 out, 2 on. The infield is in, the outfield's normal. That's on the ground, but foul. The 0-1. Hammered, base hit down the left field line. 1 run will score. It is now 14-4, Sox lead. An RBI single for Jim Rice.
Now batting, shortstop.
And Biagini just does not have it tonight. I'm still trying to figure out why Toronto still has him on the mound. Here's Robin Yount, I should say. Runners at the corners. The infield is in, the outfield is normal. That's hammered high in the air to right. Yount knows he missed it. Making the catch is the right fielder, and the Sox will not take a chance. Roberto Alomar now the batter, 4 for 5 with a home run and 2 singles, a couple of doubles and a single. He hammers it in the right center, and it'll be caught, side retired. 2 men are stranded after a couple of hits, 1 run scores. Last chance for Toronto. They're up and down. Goose Gossage will come in for the first time this year, and he'll take over for Jack McDowell, who gets a rest of the night off. Just 3 outs away from getting his first win of the year. And Goose delivers the strike, 0-1. Josh Donaldson is the batter, by the way. The 0-1. Deep to left field. That's headed for the second deck, folks. So long, farewell. It's 15-5. Mercy alive, did he crush that one? A solo home run. That's the 4th home run hit in this game for Toronto, but they're down by 9. Man, did he crush that one. Second decker. No doubt about that one. Let's take a look at this on replay if we can. Man, oh man, did he destroy that ball. Still a long way to go. And the batter now is Justin Smoke.
Now batting.
Foul away, strike one.
Justin Smoke.
The 0-1. 0-2. Another foul ball. Sox 3 outs away from another victory. The 0-2 line to right field. That is going to be caught for out number 1.
The batter, designated hitter.
The batter will now be the DH.
Solarte.
Solarte will be the batter for Toronto. 1 for 3 here tonight. A home run earlier in the 7th inning. Strike taken 0-1.
0-1's the count.
The 0-1. 0-2 now. The 0-2 delivery. Fouled away. We'll do it again. Oh, 0-2 again. Another foul ball. Oh, 0-2 again. Drilled to deep right field. Back is Sean Green at the wall, leaping. He got it. Holy cow, he robbed him.
Now batting.
Here's a goal star in that one. Sean Green robbed Solarte of a home run. You gotta be kidding me. And the Blue Jays are down to their final out. They can't believe what they just saw. What a play by Sean Green. There's a strike taken. That's definitely going to be on our highlight reel. Mercy alive. The 0-1 delivery. Fouled away. No, swing and a miss.
0-2.
It was fouled into the glove of Piazza. And the Blue Jays are down to their final strike. The 0-2, line to left field, and the ball game is over. The Sox win it by 9 runs. Edgar Renteria getting a glad reception from his staff and his players. The Sox win another game. That's 2 in a row as they look to even up their average to 500. Jack McDowell will be the pitcher of record. He gets his first win of the year. Our next Sox broadcast will be a Baseball Night in America MLB Network broadcast. The Sox take on the Detroit Tigers from Old Yankee Stadium. It'll be a 12:35 Gamecast start. Until then, so long from Toronto. Jonathan Rios saying good night.